I think what you guys are doing again is powerful, bro, and definitely should be saluted. I think it's important to pay that forward and let people know about the journey y'all have been on.
When you're working, you got to keep your head down and on straight.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, it's important to take a breath and look where you've come.
Mm-hmm.
To be proud of yourself for getting there.
Mm-hmm.
You've made it through every hard time, every terrible day you've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
You got through it to get to today. So like taking a moment even just to acknowledge yourself for your own accomplishments
Mm-hmm.
helps nurture that seed to keep going and moving forward and building.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I was
He's
like, yo,
waiting for me to talk.
I was like, yo, is that the start? Do I wait for him
you
to
just
say
you need
go?
someone to start us off. Give me a second, bro.
This guy, he
Let me
wasn't
make
ready.
I'm gonna make a disclaimer.
He
real
says,
quick.
I'm ready. No, I'm not
Yeah.
ready.
All right. So first of all, welcome.
Thanks
Matt.
for having me.
Yeah. So this is a series I created called "Is Just a Conversation."
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it before the show, but essentially, it's just a way to keep tabs and stay connected to just a massive network out here in the Puget Sound. From all the industries, through the UpNUp podcast, we've been able to connect with so many people. So from time to time, I like to have people come through, spend some time, and we can catch up. You know what I mean? And also like introduce the audience members who may not be familiar with all that you've been doing. Um, and so that's just kind of a little rundown of what we're going to be doing today.
I love it.
How are you feeling though? I just want to.
Man, I'm doing well.
Disclaimer, my bad, not to cut you off. Disclaimer: if I'm looking at my phone, it's because I'm looking at my notes. So I'm not ignoring you because.
He's like, I'm not even texting
Yeah.
other people.
I just got to
It's
make
good.
sure you know that. But how are you doing though, bro?
I'm doing well, man. It's summertime in the city. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
full throttle right now. It's my busy season.
It is. You guys are super busy. So for those listening and watching, sitting down with me is Matt
McAlman, yeah.
McAlman. And you got your hands in a lot of things, right?
I do.
I would love for you to kind of if you can just kind of introduce the audience in terms of like your world and kind of all that you've been doing and working on.
Yeah. My name's Matt. I play the drums and with a couple really talented artists throughout Seattle, and also run Fremont Friday with my partner Marshall, and have a bunch of other philanthropic businesses out there, hopefully gaining some traction. We started a nonprofit called Music for Everybody, and we specialize in bringing music to underprivileged, unorthodox, and often forgotten about places.
Okay.
Because people fall in love with music far before they're 18 and need music far long after they're 30. And the music business only markets to 18 to 30. So we're trying to make sure that we're appeasing that crowd as well as generating new fans in music and art, as well as sustaining old fans in music and art.
Got you. I think speaking of music, I would love if you can, I would love for because you mentioned Fremont Fridays, which we'll definitely get into, but you also are, like you said, you're a drummer. You play in a lot of different bands and you play with a lot of folks, but we're specifically here because I would love for you to talk about OK Tiger.
Right? Yeah. So
the band and what you guys got coming up.
Yeah, OK Tiger is one of my newest projects I've been able to like spend my time and energy creating, and it's bass, guitars, keys. I have two lovely vocalists, one male, one female, and then I play the drums behind them. And it's a very unique sound. And coming from like playing in jazz bands and jam bands and rock bands and funk bands, like a lot of those things are improv based. Whereas like we really have a nice complete sound. Like when we're writing songs, it's like a whole experience. And as we're trying to release music now, we're trying to make that experience immersive, both digitally, visually,
Yeah.
as well as when you come to the show, you're going to go through an experience, and we want you to take that with you. And hopefully a lot of the things we've been talking about is trying to get music into like movies and placements and things of that nature. Like our sound really, I think, will sit well in that realm.
Yeah, I'm curious. So, obviously, I would love for you to talk about what it's like to be in a band, right? And what it takes to actually not just start a band, but like actually sustainably be a band.
Like a real band.
Yeah, like a real band.
Not just like I hang out with my homies.
Yeah,
and
we play in the garage from
jam
time to time. Like no, like you guys are legitimately obviously dropping music.
Yeah.
Got some traction, doing performances, right? Like it's legit. It's a band, but I think
got a tour coming.
Yeah. I think people may sometimes have misconceptions or just misinterpretations of what it takes to actually be in a band and do the work.
Yeah, being in a band is the hardest, smartest, dumbest, craziest, funnest, irritating, passionate, love,
you're gonna run out of words,
hate, you know what I'm saying? Relationship. It's a relationship with multiple people, right? Like people struggle to have one relationship.
Yeah.
You know, you're sharing the most sensitive parts of you with people opening up to their criticisms, also opening up to collaborative growth as well. You know, with every risk of danger, there's a reward of greatness, you know? So like learning how to navigate those things, how to navigate with everyone, how everyone works. But what I think separates a band is like their commitment to each other.
Yeah.
Everybody has a life, everybody has tons of things going on. But when you commit to creating something together and you work on it and you show up for rehearsals and you show up for gigs and you're ready to produce an experience for people, it builds this foundation and strength. And those things can't be skipped, I don't think. And the only way to do those things is with time and repetition. And so that's what band practice is about.
Yeah.
Everybody we play with across the board at a certain level, when you're a professional, everybody's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a requirement to be here.
Yeah.
Now it's like, how do you, now that you can play good, do you listen well? Can you share well? Can you grow together? And are you all willing to put in the work? And it's generally different work. And so that's when I think it gets real tricky, because everybody doesn't do the same thing, but all the things need to be done.
Yeah,
so like,
every role matters.
Yeah, every role matters, and all the things need to be done. You might be great at this and not so good at this, but somebody else can handle that and not so much the other thing.
Yeah.
And so finding a good team is crucial. And, you know, where do you really where do you want to go? Where do you see this going? How do you think we're going to get there? And what are you willing to do to help us get there?
Yeah, I love that, bro. I think this is good advice too, because I think for up and coming, like the next generation, aspiring musicians and, you know, potential band members and bands, it's important to understand being good is not all it is about, right? Like that's actually the fun part, I'm assuming, like the music, the creation.
Yeah, I actually play music for free. I just get paid to move my drum set.
Yeah.
Sometimes I charge people more than others, but really I'm getting paid to move my drum set.
Yeah.
I play music because it's therapeutic for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's expensive. Just put that out there. Playing music is expensive. If you think you're going to make it and be an artist without putting out a bunch of money, man, don't quit your day job.
Well, it's true though, because I think that's what I was trying to get at was you have to look at the whole picture. You have to look at it from all different angles.
It's a business.
Not just the angle
it's
of
a business.
I like
the
to
music
create music
business. You can't just love to play music.
Yeah.
That's what you do for fun.
Yeah. And so I think it's important to allow or just share this information for those who are coming up to understand let's also factor in the teamwork. Let's factor in the professionalism. Let's factor in that this is a job, whether you're getting paid for it or not yet. Like you still have to present yourself in the way in which you want to eventually become, right?
Well, it's a business, so before it can be a job, you have to have a business to
Yep.
go to work at your job.
Yeah.
And building a business is expensive.
Yeah.
Whether you're selling T-shirts, whether you're selling hair products, whatever, building your business initially, the startup cost, it's what terrifies people from getting into business. But it's essential part, so like you got to get over that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's dope.
Manufacturing merch, like that's how bands start making money as a business, but you have to have the money to buy the merch in the first place.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So like what came first, the chicken or the egg? You kind of got to juggle that.
Yeah. And I think it's important to just understand it's part of the game. So it doesn't discourage you from the music, and you shouldn't let that interfere with the music because they're both need each other.
Yeah.
But they are separate, right?
You got to have the whole toolkit.
Exactly. I love that. That's good advice, bro. Now kind of staying on OK Tiger, because obviously I want to give you a chance to speak to that. So you have a new single that's coming out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we have
talk about the single and just talk about what went into kind of creating it and what people can expect?
New single's called Stage Fright. It's going to be out on July 25th.
Okay.
Where we're also going to be performing a show that night at Fremont Fridays.
Yes, sir.
But this is the first of a series of singles we're about to drop. We had been in the studio in the off season, really laying tracks down. We got like somewhere between 10 and 12 laid out. And we're really trying to like finesse it into an album, and then realize there's always a time and a place for certain songs. And I really think Stage Fright's going to be like the summer, roll your window down and turn the music up kind of jam.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to get that one out, and then we have a couple more that are going to come out over the course of the summer as well.
Okay.
Leading us into our first tour in September.
Okay.
And take a little 2-week down to San Francisco and back and play some places along the way.
Hell yeah.
But it's always exciting to be releasing more music because you get to play a full hour worth of music anytime you play a show. But to release music that you can not only play but be out and listen to is like another kind of feeling. It's like finally finishing a task.
Yeah. Well, speaking of touring and the song being called Stage Fright, right? What inspired the song title and I guess the song itself?
The song itself was written by our lead singer, Mallory Holiday. And
shout out Mallory in the building.
Shout out Mallory.
She's in the building. Yep.
And she, I think, is a phenomenal songwriter and writes very heavy lyrically. And I work a different muscle drumming in OK Tiger, which I think has really pushed me to become a better drummer. But this song in particular, I very much just kind of hold it together versus like shredding and showing off and having the chops. You have to have them. But again, like we were talking about, you have to have them to be at this table.
Yeah.
But you don't get to use them.
The moment may not call for
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to play what the music calls for. And so it's been really, I think that's probably the funnest part for me in this project is just like working out a different muscle musically. And our bass player, Rain King, him and I always have a great time, like really trying to dig and find the pocket for whatever song we're playing together. And in this project specifically, we have a very nice structured like parts. Like we go in and play our part and the song sounds complete because we've ironed out all the details. We spent the time in the off season like, what do you think about this change? But
very
what if we do this here?
Yeah.
And then post-recording the physical instruments, we went in and started doing like production on the track as a group and adding timpanis, and I put a slide whistle in the beginning. That's how you know it's gonna be a banger, bro.
Yeah.
It starts with the slide whistle. It's a wrap.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, bro. I think people are gonna be excited to tap into that. And then so you said you are performing it at Fremont Fridays.
Yep.
Now getting into Fremont Fridays, which I think is something everyone should know about if
Come on,
they're
man.
not
It's for the
already,
people.
yeah, if they're not already familiar. But first of all, I just want to say congratulations on 5 years, bro.
Man, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Just an underwhelming round of applause. Not many people in here, but I don't care,
bro.
I don't care. I'm clapping, bro.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
But congratulations on that. 5 years is
Thank
no
you.
joke, bro. And 5 years really displays consistency, determination, resilience. Like, you know, it's hard for people to do something for 5 minutes, 5
That
hours. So
it's hard for people not to be deterred, bro.
Yeah.
We've had all kinds of hurdles, all
Yeah, so
kinds
speak on
of
it.
like things that were gonna stop it, and we just refuse to let it stop us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So,
Even the rain.
oh, never.
Yeah, we had one year that was the gnarly rain. I think we got rained 9 out of the
Yeah.
13
But
weeks or something.
doesn't matter.
We're relentless.
Doesn't matter.
We're relentless.
Now, I do want to give you a chance for those who may be first time listeners or viewers or people who just not familiar with Fremont Fridays, but they want to attend it or they want to know more about it. Like, how would you describe what Fremont Fridays is to the folks?
Man, Fremont Fridays is a free community festival. And when I say festival, we have music, we have art, we have rotating vendors popping up, we have food. We've stretched it and grown to having multiple venues now on the block. We have wristbands that you can get from donating, and the wristband gets you block benefits. And so you get 20% off at the weed shop, 10% off at the local Tide restaurant down the street, 10% off beers at Aslan's Brewing. You get a free biscuit at Seattle Biscuit Company. Like, they were giving out yoga sessions. You get 20% off at the indoor plant shop.
Wow.
Like, the neighborhood has gotten behind us after our repetition.
Yeah.
And doing something every Friday, back to back, 12 weeks in a row, 11 weeks in a row, 13 weeks in a row. It's viciously hard.
Yeah.
Like, throwing a festival once a year is hard for people. Doing it that many weeks in a row, it demands physical, mental, emotional work and effort always.
And I don't think we live in a time now where people consume the final product.
That's it.
We consume the final product without really considering what all went into it. Not to say everybody thinks like that. I'm one of those folks who, as soon as I see something, I'm like, okay, I know this isn't everything. I know this took some time. I know there's a lot that goes into it. So, I just want to commend y'all because that is hard, bro. And you got to really care about the cause, right?
The cause, I think, is the most important part. If you don't believe in the cause, it becomes a gnarly amount of work that you dread.
Yeah, dread is,
and dread will kill anything.
Yep.
I personally, and this is my personal opinion, shared by whomever, but the reason Fremont Fridays has been successful and people keep coming back, I believe, is that human beings need 8 hugs or human interactions a day to maintain like a normal homeostasis standard. And at a Fremont Friday, you see so many people and everyone is so welcoming and engaging and excited to be there that you end up giving out exponentially more hugs and daps than you would or do any other day of the week. And so subconsciously you're getting something that you're not getting anywhere else. And that keeps people coming back when they don't even know why they want to come back. It's the hook that's bringing them back.
It's the vibe. One thing I do want to commend you guys on is it's like the concept, build it and they'll come, right? And I think initially, because I remember where it was when it first started.
When it started out of necessity.
Yeah.
Because there was no concerts anywhere.
Yeah. Nowhere to perform.
And there was nowhere to perform. And we're a band coming out of COVID trying to figure out what we're going to do because this is our career.
Yeah.
And shout out to my boy Jack at LTD.
Shout out Jack.
He allowed us to pull up and block off the parking lot. And he was like, we can't have more than so many people in the building, but outside in the parking lot, we can run it. And so we pulled up with our 27-foot boat trailer that we got from the Fremont Art Council, the Jelly Bean.
I know about the Jelly Bean.
And we turned the Jelly Bean into our mobile stage, and the band rocked all night. In the first year, it was just us. And then we started bringing other bands in, and then it started being bills, and then it started growing and steamrolling. And this year we had 650 applications before the cutoff, and then another 100 and change after the cutoff.
And these are applications for people who would like to either perform or
that's artists. No, that was just artists who wanted to perform.
Wow.
And we only had 125 slots.
It is so revealing of just the need, right?
The need is
huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Man, that's crazy. You know, another thing I think is that I pull from this is, man, we can make magic out of anything, right? Because I don't know about you. For me personally, I used to drive by that parking lot all the time, and it was just a parking lot.
It was an empty parking lot.
It was just a parking lot to me, right? And we're in 2025, and now it's a destination for many events.
Yeah, we hold the Fridays strong with Jack because we have a long-standing love relationship with him.
Yeah.
But since we started this, he rents out the parking lot Saturday to other people throwing events almost every Saturday of the summer.
That's part of what I wanted to touch on was sometimes people don't see the value in things because it's just not obvious. But for y'all, it was more so like out of necessity. We gonna bring the value no matter where we're at, even if it's a parking lot.
It don't
you
matter,
see what I'm
bro.
saying? So it's powerful, bro, for people to understand. Not everybody has the context to see where Fremont Fridays started, right? For some folks, the first time they've been introduced to it was this year, 2025. And you guys are 5 years in. So I did kind of want to also give you a chance to touch on seeing the evolution, right, of the festival, seeing how many folks are now being involved and participating, different businesses and organizations. What's that been like to just see that grow?
Overwhelming with like blessings. Like so many things keep falling into our path. We have a list 10 people plus strong every week of volunteers who are just like, hey, I saw what you were doing. I came and experienced this last year. I wanted to be part of it. We had this year, instead of Marshall and I having to foot the bill every week until we got paid from our split at the bar, we got sponsors this year. Zoomies came in huge for us. Mackie Gear came in huge for us.
Shout out Mackie.
For Culture gave us a huge grant this year. And like those things make growing the festival possible. And our resilience to doing it week after week, year after year has made other businesses want to be part of it. So now we're at 4 venues. We're running 4 bars simultaneously on the same night.
Wow.
3 stages, and we're adding a 4th at the Mermaid Hideout because they just opened up. They're right next door to LTD.
Yeah, I think you guys have created extreme FOMO, to be honest with you.
People go crazy. We had a line out week 1. We had a line outside of all 3 bars, and it was a free event. We just hit capacity.
Yeah.
And so that's a beautiful thing to see, and especially when I show up at noon and there's nobody but an empty parking lot when I pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And
it's beautiful.
At 3 a.m. when we leave, there's nobody in the empty parking lot but the memory of the night.
Yeah.
And then the morning I wake up and my videographer team goes crazy. My editor's up all night. So that Saturday we're posting.
Yeah.
Excuse me, what you missed.
Yeah. I love it, bro. I think it's funny how so much can happen in a short amount of time, right? So I definitely want to salute y'all on that, man.
Man, it's a team. I would be remiss if I didn't just point that out. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You have to have a good team around you with whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I've been manufacturing a bunch of products. I got a bunch of stuff coming to market. Been working with the martial law band, creating a bunch of new things, collabs. We have our own coffee now. We did a collab with Mediums.
Coffee right there. Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Coffee plug. Yep. We just did a merchandise collab with Mediums Collective.
Shout
it's
out Mediums.
100% organic cotton. You know what I'm saying? Got the velvet on here.
Nice,
feeling nice.
Supersonics colors.
You feel me? Got the town on here.
Come on, man.
But my favorite part about our collab was not only are we showing what can be done with drive and determination. Mediums was selling T-shirts out their trunk when I met them. And now they have a brick and mortar up on Capitol Hill, 705 East Pike. Pull up. And now Marshall and I have the nonprofit up and running. We're 5 years deep into this music festival. We have a whole production company now that we own. And then this is like the future, though. So what we did was we added a QR code to the front of it. It says spreading love through music. But we made it so that every Friday we change where the QR code sends you. So if you buy our merch at Fremont Fridays or at a show, every Friday you can scan your shirt. It'll take you to a different music video, a different single, a video, some clip from Fremont Friday, whatever the case may be. We made it so it's merch that keeps giving and keeps you interacting with the band.
Yeah. That's amazing. I think what you guys are doing again is powerful, bro, and definitely should be saluted. It's part of the reason why I just think it's important people to be aware. You know, we're still writing our stories. We're still building, right, brick by brick, but along the way, a lot has been learned, a lot has been gained, and I think it's important to pay that forward and let people know about the journey y'all have been on, you know?
Yeah. It's when you're working, you got to keep your head down and on straight.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, it's important to take a breath and look where you've come. To be proud of yourself for getting there. You've made it through every hard time, every terrible day you've ever had. You got through it to get to today. So like taking a moment even just to acknowledge yourself for your own accomplishments helps nurture that seed to keep going and moving forward and building.
That's real, bro. Well, as we're kind of nearing the end here, bro, and this won't be the last time we link up, obviously, right?
Yeah, we got too much cooking.
We're going to be cooking, bro. But I do want to give you a chance if you do want to provide, whether it's words of wisdom, something to like leave with the audience, viewers, maybe those who are maybe in a position where they're chasing their dream or they're chasing their goals. They might have a roadblock in front of them, may not. They may, whatever the case is, like what are some words of advice you would provide to that person listening or watching?
Man, come pull up to Fremont Friday. Meet somebody new. Shake a hand, bro. Your network is your net worth. So grow your network and you will watch your net worth grow. Come meet somebody new. People at Fremont Friday are regular human beings. I think that's the most beautiful part about it is it's everyday people from every walk of life that just happen to be in Fremont, which is the center of the universe.
Yes, sir.
And we're trying to hold that heartbeat of humanity together. So come hang.
That's real. People helping people.
People helping people. It's powerful stuff.
That's real. Well, Matt, I appreciate you, bro.
Man, thank you so much for having me. Go check out OK Tiger's new single, dropping July 25th, Stage Fright. I'm going to send it to you so you could,
I need that. Yeah,
put it on the little
everybody know what that means.
Everybody knows what that is.
We're going to edit it in. But no, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you, bro. And be blessed.
It's a wrap.
That's a wrap.